Previously, on Luke's Big Brother 18, Laura and Jessica got the green star, which gave them the power to force the power of veto to be played. Both have access to the power, but only the one who eventually plays it first will be the one to use it. Logan pushed to keep Josh in the game because he thought Josh was a big target to use as a shield. Grace pushed for Josh to stay because she was his only ally. Ryan and Michaelin were fairly neutral. Brody, Laura, Dee Dee, and James agreed that they wanted to get Josh out of the game. And after a final surge of campaigning just before the eviction ceremony, it was Josh who was evicted handedly. By a vote of 9-2, Josh has been evicted from the Big Brother house. Thank you for playing.
I voted to evict Josh. Sorry, bro. He at the end there, he was just way too frazzled. He might have promised to play any honest game, but the way that he was playing, he wasn't really making people trust him very much. So that's the tea on that. So I am gonna try and solidify some of those alliances that I talked with earlier. There was a point where I was trying to keep him. I really did try to keep him. But when he ran around with a crazy look in his eyes, how am I supposed to get to vote?
For this head of household competition, we will compete in, there are 12 of you minus 2, so 10 of you are competing in technically 12 spots. Just whenever they would have gone, there will be an empty slot.
So Laura and I decided to go for one of the powers, which obviously, like, I know that kind of makes it look like we're working together. Not saying that we aren't, like, you know what I mean, we are. But at the same time, I'm like, if something comes up later and people are like, we gotta get Laura out, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, we can't, like, that's my, Like, if something changes later, this was just teaming up to both get this power, and only one of us can use it anyway. But, so, the power is the Force, and you get to force the veto to be played. That's a good power. Hopefully I don't go up anytime soon and I don't have to use this on myself anytime soon. I can keep it as long as I need to, I think. But I'm really excited to have this.
4 of you will go at a time, within reason. 4 of you will go at a time, each with one of those lassos of Saturn's rings. Okay. Staying behind the free throw line on this side, you have to lasso the bucket in front of you, pull it to you, grab the ball, and then score a free throw. Okay? The first person of your group to score a free throw moves to the final round. In the final round, all of our winners will face off. Make sense? All right, everyone ready? In 3, 2, 1, go!
Good job, team.
Does that count?
Grace, you got this.
All right, we're doing it. Okay, we're doing it. You continue to the final round. Alright, in 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, nice shot! Kobe!
First shot.
Didi moves to the final round. Go. Learning curve. There you go. Alright, Mac has a head start on the free throw. Alright, Mac, you need to the final round. 3, 2, 1, go! Nice, go, let's get it. Go! Let's go. Oh, Didi just missed it.
This was to add a veto competition. So if like us right now, I lose the veto.
Oh, like if somebody we don't like gets the veto,
Yeah.
we can have another competition?
Yeah.
Oh,
But only one of us can use it. Whoever uses it first.
okay.
So,
Cool.
what are your thoughts? Who are your enemies that you want to get rid of?
Oh god. I don't know. There are some people that do make me nervous, but because I don't know who the other, because I know you voted for me
Yeah, there's
to
one
get
other.
this. There was one other. Do you have any idea who that might be?
It's those same people I'm telling you about. I think either Logan, Ryan, or Mike. I know you're close with Ryan,
Yeah.
but I'm telling you, right before we had the conversation, I had the same conversation with him. And
Yeah.
saying he was on the fence.
Okay.
So I would say one of those three, but that's, obviously that's up to you.
Which one is Logan? With the green long sleeve shirt. Okay. I think that's right.
He is in the first round of that, but yeah. Okay. I got a really good alliance. I really trust Jessica and Laura and James. I feel like we're a little four group, but then I've also got really good trust with Dylan and with Didi and Christian. I feel like none of them are against each other, so it could be one big thing, but just kind of keeping the ace there. I'm not super close to Mac, but out of necessity, I brought her in so I could get this. It's to add a veto competition. We can only claim it if one of us had voted for the other person, and I knew that Josh was going to go, I was pretty sure. So I agreed to it with Mac. My thought was to maybe get her voted out so that I could use it before her, because whenever one of us uses it, it's gone. But it's to add an extra veto competition, so it won't really help to getting her out if she uses it. And then, it's pointless to get her out. So I think she's on my side right now. I'm glad we ended up working together on this. Because she was the next HOH. Pretty sure I'm safe. She trusts Ryan really well for some reason, but Ryan told me he was thinking about voting for her. Hopefully she believes me on that. I hope Ryan or Logan is up. That's who I suggested to her, but we'll see. I'm pretty much allied with the people that have the powers. Me and James and Laura and Jessica kind of work together for them to get their power. Didi has half of the Jetson. I think Logan has the other half.
I voted for Josh. I voted to vote him out.
Do you know who the two votes are?
I really don't.
I feel like Michaelin was one of them.
Michaelin, whenever I was talking to her, it did not seem like she was into the whole keeping Josh thing.
Oh, because someone told me it was Michaelin. I forgot who.
I'm not gonna lie, I was fighting to keep Josh in, but when he was running around, I was with his head cut off, I was like,
what the fuck?
There's no way anybody's gonna try and keep you.
Yeah.
So It was up until the last minute. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, I can't vote for him.
Okay. Yeah, I was just making sure we were on the same page.
Yeah.
But now I'm scared because I put back up.
I trust you, and I think that you're a good player, so I'm gonna try and keep you in as much as possible.
Same.
So me and Mac have we call an extra veto competition.
Wait, really?
Yeah. But it's only one of us can use it.
Wait, so you voted Mac, right?
Yeah, I don't know who.
Yeah.
I don't know who the other person is. Who was it? I don't know. I was like, what the fuck? So you know about it, Matt knows about it, and then Lauren and James and Jessica know about it, but nobody else.
Okay.
Where do you feel we're at? 'Cause I feel like I'm good with you.
Yeah, I think we're good.
You're one of the top people I trust because you've given me my philosophy is trust people till they give me a reason not to, kind of thing.
Yeah, that has been kind of my approach too.
And you've only given me reasons to trust you. So
Okay.
you've been very straightforward with me.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to do my best to be straightforward with you, and I feel like I have been so far.
Yeah.
So perfect. I don't expect anything more from you.
All right.
Okay.
Do we know who the two are?
I don't know.
Okay, I know one of them.
I do.
It was done for other reasons, but one I don't know at all.
Yeah.
Could be. I heard someone say Michaelin, and that's why I did that.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think someone threw a vote.
And
Other than
I'm only, to confuse things. This is the only thing is that I had Grace. It was a Joel and Fast, but who else was standing there, trying to convince me to keep Josh? And Grace was one of them. But there were also other people, so I'm not saying it was Grace.
No, I'm not-
But she
I'm not
was
gonna
in the
claim
conversation
any
trying to
interest,
say,
yeah.
I think we should keep him. Absolutely, she was.
Okay.
So she's a possibility.
I did tell her right at the end, though. I talked to her right before we voted,
Okay.
and I think she was.
And she probably-
because she looked to me and was like, when we were walking out, it was like, vote out Josh.
Okay.
So.
And Dylan was part of that, but right before we voted, Dylan said Josh, right? So I don't think it was Dylan.
That's true.
James' name was thrown out there and wanting to keep Josh, but he was adamant telling me he wasn't. So I don't know if it was smoke and mirrors or if it was...
So many people said so.
No, I
and then
completely
Laura
agree.
came straight and told me, no, Christian wants to keep Josh.
Well, I clarified that.
Yeah.
I know, we have it clarified
Thank
now,
God.
but I was like...
It did confuse things.
Yeah, no,
It did.
I was like,
it
but
freaked
it was
me
like,
out. I think there's an alliance we don't know about. Laura told me that they approached her to sit out and get the power, and so not just Jessica. She said they approached.
she said the same thing, because she came to
So
me.
Jessica has a little
People.
group.
I'm still kind of unsure about where my head is with things, but do you happen to know who the other person that, because I know one person who voted for me.
I thought that it was Michael and Grace.
Okay. Okay, one of those names was also brought up to me by someone else. I don't want to say
That's
who,
what
but, okay.
Not 100%.
Yeah.
I've not heard other people.
Because at this point, I think my goal is to try to get out the person who wanted me out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
At least one of them.
Yeah.
And then put someone else up who maybe is kind of a threat, but that I know people won't vote for the other person.
Yeah, that makes sense.
When we were in the laundry room, it was Mitchell, James, myself, Michaelin, Logan, and Grace. We had 6 of us. And we were all in the laundry room, and I went around the group and I said, who are we voting for? Everybody just say your answer out loud right now.
You said that?
I did.
Okay.
And so everyone said their answer, and Logan was voting out. Logan wanted to keep Josh and let Josh know that he was keeping him.
Okay.
Really?
And Mitchell can confirm that. James can confirm that. Michaelin wouldn't answer the question. Ryan wouldn't answer the question.
Okay.
Everyone else answered the question. That's-
Okay. Well, I'm glad you clarified Grace because I was wondering if it was Grace.
Grace was, after the ceremony, I looked at her and I said, who did you vote for? I said, who did you vote for? It was not her. Who do you think it was? Ryan. I don't think it was Logan.
No, I don't think it was anybody. Or I think it was Michaelin, and I think it might have been Mitch. I don't know. But I don't think it matters. I really don't think it matters. What I think is,
He did not vote to keep Josh. I guarantee that.
okay. Well, who have you been talking to?
Ryan, Mitch, James is really iffy about me. He's said a few things about me that I need to go clear up with him.
Okay. Yeah, just stay on people's
Jessica.
I have a really good repertoire with Jessica. I had a really good conversation with Mackenzie.
Okay.
Before I went and talked to you as HOH, I had a wonderful conversation with her.
Yeah.
So when I go back in there, I'm going to rehash that conversation.
Yeah.
I went in the diary room with Logan, and he, again, tried to persuade me to...
That was after, so like, I'm clarifying to you.
Okay.
Before the vote, I told Laura and a couple other people that I was leaning towards keeping Josh.
Okay.
And then I heard Josh say my name before the nomination ceremony. So I was like, okay, I'm no longer on Josh's boat. Laura had spread that to other people, and Logan was on board with it because I was on board with it. And
I think
a few other people were on board.
and Ryan.
Yeah, okay. Well, that makes
That's
sense.
mine.
Well, right now I'm trying to find out who voted for me. And
I can tell you there were a lot of conversations, and you can ask whoever you want. I was one of the main ones trying to keep you in the house.
Hello, James. Hey, who do you vote to evict? Mac. Thank you.
yeah, no, I believe that.
Christian couldn't do it because he couldn't vote.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Where are you at? Like, is there anybody that you're like? Unprovoked.
I'm fairly close with Laura. I would really like for the two of us not to be up, and I can guarantee you we'll reciprocate that for a couple of rounds, not putting you up.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Okay.
But I don't really. Who are you thinking? You're just trying to figure out who voted against you and you put them
Yes, I know one person who did.
Who was the first?
I don't want to say who it was.
They told you?
Yes.
Huh. Well, I have no clue.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay. Because then if I could put both of them up.
It was very back and forth.
That's what I heard, because at one point I was like sure that I was fine, and then like 10 minutes later I was like,
I can guarantee you it wasn't me alone.
okay.
100%. But if you can't figure it out, I would really appreciate if you didn't put us up.
Yeah.
And I'll guarantee that if we are up there, you won't be up there for 3 rounds. I would really negotiate, but you're not anybody on my radar at all.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Thanks.
The problem is Josh was telling everybody that I was voting for him for some reason. I could never figure it out.
Yeah.
But if you're willing to, you could, like, if she asked, like, confirm in all our conversations.
I'm gonna vouch for you.
I'm
gonna vouch for myself. I'm vouch for you.
I mean, we don't want to both be on the block no matter what. But I don't think she's gonna do that. She's not a player like that. I don't think. And
dude, I don't think Mac's gonna put me up for sure, because like she and I have a confidence between each other that like
I've worked with her before in the past seasons, but like it was never anything much, and I just don't have a good feeling for her.
I'm the reverse. I feel like I understand Mac. I feel like I
go in last,
can connect with her.
Go in last, and try to convince her on who the nominees are.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the last. I'm gonna be the last word in her mouth, sure. But
seriously.
It's easy for me and Mac to talk.
I don't care who it is.
Yeah,
but not one of our group.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not going to come in here and like kiss your butt just because you're the HOH. We have barely talked. I'm not going to suddenly like come in here and try to be your number1 ally.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say is that I have no like personal vendetta against you. You're not even on my radar, basically. I did vote to keep you in the house because I think you deserve to be here. And that's all I have to say. I hope that whatever you're thinking aligns with me staying in the house. And also what I do want to say is if you have a specific target and a plan that you want to, go with, then I will respect that and I will do whatever you want as HOH.
Yeah.
So
kind of where I'm at is I'm trying to figure out who wanted me out.
It wasn't me.
Okay.
And there's other people I can tell you it wasn't. It was not Jessica. It was not James. It was not Dee Dee. It was not Brody. That's all I know.
Those are all the ones that I wasn't sure that it wasn't.
Yeah,
so
it wasn't
good confirming that for me.
Yeah.
Miss Dee Dee and like Brody and Logan are like suspicious of you and Jessica, so just like keep it like on the deal and don't mention like you're working with like me or like James. Like you are with Jessica, like you can't deny it anymore. But like
I am not, this is the thing about it, to be honest with you, I am not working with them. Jessica and Mitch and whoever the fourth person was, I don't even remember. I just like walked into a conversation and they were like, hey, do you want to throw the competition and we can get this power? And I was like, yeah.
So Mitch came to you.
It was Mitch and Jessica. I can't remember who that fourth person was. The only reason we had a connection was because we were in a conversation in the very beginning of the game with Josh campaigning to be elected as the first HOH. So we kind of like talked for a minute then, and then I am not working with them.
Okay.
Like,
because Ms. Dee took the.
Not that
You
I'm-
said they. So it scared her into thinking that there was a bigger alliance.
No.
I'll go tell her.
Literally, it was me, Jessica, Mitch, and I can't even remember who that fourth person was because there's no group, there's no alliance there.
Yeah.
Except me and Jessica are good. I'm not gonna say that we're not working together. Like, we're good.
Yeah.
We're on good terms. I would never go after her, but she's not like a big ally of mine at all. I just kind of walked into a conversation and they were like, "Hey, do you want?" It was Mac, Mitch.
Okay, wait, this makes so much sense. So,
And I just walked in, and what I heard was that one of them was gonna sit out of the competition to get the thing, and I was like, okay, yeah, y'all do what y'all wanna do. And then I walked in and they're like, hey, do you and Jessica wanna sit out? And I was like,
okay.
Yeah. I just basically got handed a power, but I am not working with them.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest, Mitch, I have no clue what his deal is.
I don't either.
And me and Jessica, we know each other from speech and debate. Like, we've known each other since we were 14. Like, that's the only connection I have to her. I'm not working closely with her. We have barely talking.
Okay, Miss Dee and Brody were like suspicious. Like Laura said, like they gave us the idea to like get the stand up and do
It
the power.
was me and you and Mitch and Matt. And I just basically walked into the room and they were like, hey, do y'all want to sit out? And I was like, yeah.
So,
but am I working with y'all? Like, am I working with that group very closely?
Exactly.
No.
So what I think our best move is us three need to hide like us working together. So what I think we need to like, if we're not working with Mitch, we need to like distance ourselves from Mitch.
I'm not working with that dude at all.
And we can like, keep this, but like tell them that Mitch was actually the one that like orchestrated it all.
Yeah. Because originally it was someone else.
He
was.
First of all, Mitch, I don't even know this boy. I don't even know what he's about. I don't have any interest in working with him. Like, what the hell? So when I find out people are suspicious of me and Jessica, please tell me, if I had a final two with someone, or I was working that closely with them, why would I stand up in front of the entire house and do something with that person? Like, make a move with that person? Clearly, it was just like a one-time thing. Like, it was basically like me being handed a power, which, who refuses a power in this game? Not me.
I don't think they're in a big alliance. I want to go talk to Laura and Jessica just now. I don't think they're in a big alliance. I think Mitch, they said Mitch came up to them and told them, hey, do this. To Laura and Jessica. He's playing two sides. So that needs to stay between you, Brody.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. So it's gotta be Michael.
It has to be.
It has to be Michael. So we know Michael stands, and we know Mitch is playing both sides. Which technically knew the same thing too, because he didn't know how. But that's him trying to have two power. You know what I mean?
Wait.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Because he has his power, and then he was involved in that, so they'll feel they don't have to involve him, but they can. So we gotta keep him. Plus, he knows I have. But he only thinks I have one. So we need to leave him on the wall as long as we can. So, because then he's gonna still think that I only have one, and we don't know the other one.
Yeah.
But if one of us, if we get put on the block, we have to do it. We have to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
But I think we should leave it as long as we can.
I think we're good. Me, you, Logan, Brody, we're good as long as two of us don't get put up at the same time. I think we're good.
I think we're good. Yeah.
Miss Dee and Brody were very suspicious about Laura and Jessica being in an alliance. That scared the crap out of me because James kind of solidified a fourth thing with me, him, Jessica, and Laura. And now I was on like stealth mode trying to make sure Laura and Jessica keep their mouths shut. I needed to make sure Mitch was the target because Mitch was actually the one running around and it's actually sketching me out. I think I'm gonna try to jump on that, and that's what I'm gonna do. I think I've been doing a good job of creating relationships. I'm gonna keep working with James as a one person, Laura and Jessica as a two, Dee Dee, Logan, and Brody, and me as a 4, you may notice I have less facial hair. That's because I read that you'd become more inviting in your appearance if you have less facial hair and people actually get to see the outline of your face. Little nuances like that I changed. And I want Brody to think I'm weak. I want Miss D to think I'm trusting. I want Laura and Jessica to think I am a good ally. That's it. I'm appealing to emotions. I'm playing psychological warfare. And I don't care. Anyone who stands in my way, I'm going to win this game.
Congrats. So proud. Blocked to HOH.
I know.
I just wanted to propose if I were you, what I would do in this situation.
Yeah, I'm all ears.
And so I don't have names because I don't know who they are, but I would just throw up whoever the 2 that voted against you are.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
And I can guarantee you, I can give you 3 guarantees of who I know it's not.
Yeah, can you? Yeah.
I know myself, Ryan, and James, and Logan. That's 4, not 3. I can't do math.
Okay.
Voted to keep you.
Okay.
So I know it's not them. As for anyone else,
Okay. That helps me.
But we were just all talking out there, and I think Grace might have voted to keep you too.
Okay.
So if that helps you narrow it down, but I would just snag whoever those 2 were, because
that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do.
Sweet. Yeah. Okay, congrats. Let me know.
People told me that Grace was voting to keep Josh.
No. She just told me downstairs that she voted to kick him out even though she was campaigning for it because she wanted to be in the majority. So she campaigned for him. Okay. I'm assuming to be in that circle, probably ensure some of her own safety.
Right.
And then she said she voted against him, which, I don't know how far I can trust her just yet. So I don't know, but I did tell, and Mac was like, yeah, cool. I'm just trying to figure out who the 2 people are. And so it's not us. So I think
I'm gonna go and say this, reinforce that.
Do you know who voted what last?
I have no idea. The only thing I heard, this is where the inside scoop comes in. It's kind of good that they pulled me into that because now he thinks he can trust me and I'm like doing something with him. But really, I'm just like getting information. He was one of the people that voted for to vote Mac out because by doing that, him and Mac got the purple stars. Or was it?
How?
I guess it was the purple power, the purple stars. They each have a purple star.
Oh, they're going.
And
You're joking.
That's what it is. He voted her out to get the power with her. So they are the ones that have the stars. So he was one.
So they're close.
They are trying to figure out who that one person that genuinely voted her out was.
So they're very close. Those 2.
Yes.
Who voted against you?
I know one person, and I'm trying to figure out the other person. Do you know anybody who would have?
No. And I've heard Dylan, but I don't know why Dylan would do that.
I don't either. What do you know about Grace?
Grace definitely didn't vote to vote you off.
Okay, so you think she voted to keep you?
She definitely
voted for?
Yeah. Because it was really mixed up right before.
Yeah.
Josh was pitching a bunch of stuff. Just because I think he was offering more than what you were offering, but then whenever you said empty promises, or everybody was kind of like, okay.
Yeah, because that kind of made it clear to me.
And just because a lot of people thought that he would shake it up a lot more, it definitely wasn't Grace.
Okay.
It definitely wasn't me. It definitely wasn't Ryan. I don't know if you heard him yet or not. And Dee for sure. Yeah, because me and Dee are tight.
Yeah.
She
It has, that would be, it starts with a J.
Jessica?
Jessica.
I don't really talk to Jessica.
You haven't talked to her?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm still trying to figure her out.
And I kind of slid by her after the ceremony and was kind of like, hey, that was wild, huh? Happy, Max here, something. And she was like, she didn't really do anything. And I was like, okay. But she might not, I don't know. That's just in passing.
Okay.
It's not I heard from somebody that they suspect that Dylan was the one. But I don't know why Dylan would do that.
I don't either, because I talked to him 20 times.
I told her that if it were me, I would just throw up the 2 people that voted against me.
That's what I kind of told her as well.
And she was like, yeah, do you know who it is? And I was like, well, it wasn't me. I voted to send him home. And I knew a few people that said that they voted for Josh to go home to. So that just keeps narrowing it down.
But the thing is, everyone's gonna lie. No one's gonna admit to being one of the two.
Well, yeah, but if you're...
I don't know.
I'm just worried she's not gonna figure it out.
She's not gonna
And then she's gonna put who God knows who up.
Yeah.
I really think it's gonna be like Dylan and somebody. Because she doesn't know him.
It wouldn't surprise me if it's Dylan and Mitch. Just because those are the other names going around.
I think she's good with Mitch.
She's good with
What?
Mitch.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, he screwed her over last time and she said that at the beginning.
I have no idea who's close with who right now.
You just don't know who's taking past games into effect, and Mitch.
But they were allied together for a while in that game.
And he screwed her over.
I know nothing about that game. It's like
You can be allied with someone to the end, but if they screw you over, like that's that lasting impression that you think. So
I mean, I don't know who she's gonna put up. I have no clue. I mean, she is the most out there option.
Oh yeah, I don't want her to be a church again. She kind of scares me.
So I know that you're probably going to go for like the people who tried to vote you out, right?
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that I made my case that it wasn't me.
Okay.
Because not gonna lie, I did campaign for Josh to stay, but when he was running around with his head cut off, trying to get votes, I was like, I can't vote for him.
Yeah.
Like I have no clue who it could be.
Yeah.
Because
Is there anyone that makes you nervous about like what would happen further into the game?
I would say someone I've always been kind of nervous about is Miss Dee. She's kind of a legendary player. And like, as much as like we don't want to go back on games that have been played before, it's really hard not to.
It is.
With a player like Miss Dee. I just haven't been able to talk to her all game. So
yeah,
that's why I'm kind of like.
Grace and Dylan are the two people that I'm not sure, I'm not positive, but whenever Josh was campaigning, those names were brought up as surefire votes for Josh. But I know people were agreeing to Josh. Obviously they were agreeing to him without actually pulling through, right?
Yes.
Like I was one of those people kind of, because I was saying like, yeah, like, you know, I'm weighing the options.
Yeah, I could see it on your face.
Yeah, like I'm like weighing the options or whatever, but I knew the whole time like I was keeping it. So just because I trust you and like we're kind of in like an alliance together.
Yeah.
I want to tell you who I don't like, and I want to get
like who
Laura. And I'm not saying to put her up. I just want to extend that information to you.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel about her?
She does make me a little bit nervous because she's hard to read.
She's so hard to read.
But I also know that she is aligned with James.
Okay.
And I trust James.
Same. And that's
so that keeps her safe for me at this point.
Okay.
Maybe not later on in the game.
Me too, because we're both aligned with James.
Yes.
But I just wanted to like talk with you about the people who I do trust and I don't trust. And I can tell you that the people I listed earlier, we did not vote for you to go home. And the people who I think don't like me are Mitch and Laura. I think they are very calculated, methodical murderers.
Yes.
And I just, for my own personal game, I don't think they like me.
Yeah.
So
I don't think Mitch likes you.
No. I don't think so.
Just to put that out there. At this point, I don't know. Like, who would you put up, honestly?
I would love to see Mitch and Laura on the block, but that's just me personally.
Yeah.
And I know that you coming back off of HOH have like a whole lot of people who are okay with that and like an alliance that can rally behind that effort.
Yeah.
Right? I'm talking Michael, Logan, James, Grace.
Yeah.
Since Laura's okay,
yeah,
then maybe.
But have you talked to Jessica?
No. Put Jessica up. Like.
I feel like she's a.
Just put Jessica up. Like, I'm not telling you what to do, but if I'm the HOH.
Yeah.
Jessica and Mitch, honestly.
Okay.
I don't know what you're thinking, but Mitch hates me.
I know that. Okay. Here's the tea. I'm gonna tell you this what you came out like.
Okay.
No.
Promise.
Mitch and I both got power together that we worked for, so I have that.
So you have to play that beforehand.
Yes. Or we talked about both playing it in a situation where it benefits both of us.
Okay.
And I don't think many people know that me and Mitch have done anything together.
Okay.
Because
Cool.
the last game we were like,
I will not. It doesn't benefit me to tell anybody that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep
But
that.
so I'm not gonna put
Mitch up.
him up because he's the one that reached out to me
Gotcha.
to help us both get the power.
Absolutely, absolutely. If Mitch ever talks to you about like going after me,
Yes.
would you tell me?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna let him put you up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Already, all of us?
Yeah.
We all talked to him. Okay. I know who she's putting up. Do you? I do. I'm kidding.
Oh my god. Who is it for real?
Alright, everyone.
It's all four.
It's all.
She has a new power.
For real, she's like, everyone's like talking circles around, like talking her in circles, and like she's trying to figure out like who she wants to put up, but like I guaranteed our safety, and that's what I wanted to tell you guys. And like I don't know, like I guaranteed y'all safety. Like no, like she might, like we agreed basically. I was like, here are the people who I for sure like know didn't go against you. Grades, Logan, Michael, James, myself. I just wanted to let you know, like, we're here for you. We're here to support like whatever decision that you have going forward. And please don't tell anyone else, or her especially. But she is thinking about putting Jessica.
Okay.
Is that okay?
I can get behind that.
Okay. Because she really hasn't reached out much.
Yeah.
If Jessica's up there, we got the votes to keep us in here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And we probably need to stop meeting like this.
Oh, I don't think you mean. I think it's rare enough that it's fine.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, that's my opinion.
We're just people
I know-
talking.
Well, it's just
You're
I
right.
know Mitch like made it very clear that like he saw every.
He
single
sees
one of us.
everything.
He does see everything.
Because Mitch is fucking Voldemort.
No, I've heard that.
He's not, dude.
And
He's
he was
like
he was
spotting-
very vocal
No.
about.
let him have it. I don't care.
Yeah.
He's not got the power.
Mitch got eyes, y'all.
Yeah, but he's not. No one trusts him.
Give him some goggles.
He doesn't even speak. I like walk near him and he just goes.
What do you think about Michael and Ryan? Do you honestly think that they were?
100% things that I
I would, yes.
And only because I haven't seen her talking to any of us.
She's not talking to me.
No, she hasn't talked to me at all.
Yeah. And like the conversations that I've gone to have with her were like, okay, yeah, bye.
And Ryan kind of like right before the vote, he was like, Josh wanted me to tell you that he has majority and do whatever you want with that. And that rubbed me the wrong way. So he claims he wasn't voting, but I just thought that was weird.
That group that was in the front just now was very interesting.
I want to go walk and see.
They're not there anymore because they're right there.
Jessica and Laura were told to use to sit out by Mitch. I just heard Mitch's name outside too, talking about how he's sneaky and he'd be seeing things, he'd be seeing everything. What was that? Like, some people got nervous about like that whole entire like 6-man group talking outside. Like, what was it? Which one? The one you just came out. Like, it was you. I was just asking Logan, like, what were y'all talking about? Like, you.
We were trying to figure out who voted different.
Oh, okay.
Just trying to figure out who voted for Max because there were two, and we need two nominees. So, yeah.
When we talked in the laundry room, did that change for you?
To vote for Josh?
Yes.
To stay?
Yes.
No.
So you voted to keep
was
Josh?
Wanting to keep him because
Okay.
I thought that he had the numbers.
Okay.
And then after, like, Dee Dee came up to me because we've been chit-chatting.
Correct.
And she was like, it ain't happening.
Yes.
And then Josh popped up and, like, lurked over all of us and was like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I don't feel good anymore. Because at first my gut said to keep him.
Okay.
And then after that mess, I was like, this is not right. So
Because the only 4 people I ever talked to that were on the fence about it were you two, Ryan, and Michael.
Yeah.
I just assumed it was going to be y'all, but I just haven't spoken to Michael. But all of y'all, I mean, y'all are saying y'all didn't. I mean, y'all look at me now, I believe that, you know. So I haven't spoken to Michael, but
believe
Ryan
that
seems.
you didn't, and do you believe I didn't? Because after that ceremony, I looked at you, and I don't think you voted for.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
I believe.
I like 100%.
I believe.
The thing is, it's not just one; it's 2.
Yeah.
It's 2 people. I wonder if she's going to put up Christian for nominating. I didn't even think about that.
If I was her, I'd try to weed out who voted me out.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's
how?
my 2 nominees.
At this point, nobody's gonna admit it anyway.
From talking with everyone, and I haven't talked to everyone, but talking with everyone that I did, we think it was Michael. That's what I think, you know. It was thrown out that it was either Grace, Michael, and Ryan.
It wasn't Ryan, or I don't think it was Ryan or Michael.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Then I'm back to.
I know. So somebody is lying.
No, somebody did. I mean,
Absolutely.
we know that.
But because I'm not putting Mitch up, obviously.
Yeah, no, obviously.
I'm
no.
not.
No, because that was the plan.
I know.
Who? You're positive?
I think it might. Yeah. I'm positive. I'm 100% positive about Ryan. Jessica throws me off. I don't know. I don't know where her head is at. Nobody has told me for sure that she's voted for me. So that's.
I asked Grace face to face. She said no. I did not talk to Jessica.
Yeah. Okay. So as of right now, Jessica's one of the people that I'm going to put up.
All I can tell you is that Laura absolutely tried to convince me to keep Josh, but when it came down to the final thing, she said no. I was wrong. We're voting to keep Matt.
Yeah, because I think James talked to her.
Okay.
And I trust James at this point.
I trust James.
Okay, so I'm, as of right now, I'm looking at putting up Jessica, but I don't know who I should put up against.
I want to talk to you. Do you know what happened last round? Because I'm very perplexed.
About who voted
with
what?
the voting.
No, so here's what I know. You weren't in the laundry room with, no, you weren't. It was me, James, Dylan, Michaelin, Logan, and Ryan, like right before the vote. And we were trying to get a consensus. And we straight up asked each other. Me, Dylan, and James straight up said we're voting Josh. The other 3 said that they're on the fence. So it's got to be one of those 3. It was one of those 3, and then also Grace. Those are the only people I ever heard talking about wanting to vote for Matt. So it's got to be 2 of those.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's kind of where my head was
The
at.
only one I haven't gotten a chance to talk to afterwards was Michaelin, but the others have looked me in the eye and said it wasn't them.
Well, whenever the vote came through, I stood up. So Michael and Ryan were both sitting on the right of me, and I was sitting in the corner. And I stood up and said, "It was you 2, wasn't it?" And they denied it. So I don't know if that means anything.
Yeah, I mean, of
but
course they're gonna deny it.
But
it's got to be one of those 4.
happens.
It's got to be one of those
4. Okay, I just wanted to get, because I feel like you have a pretty good feel of the game right now. So, and I wanted to check in with you because I feel like I haven't talked to you enough recently.
Well, the thing is, I feel like we trust each other, and so like we don't want to be seen together all the time, and I'm okay
No,
with that.
and I am as well. I truly want to work with Matt.
I like having, but she's also flying under the radar.
Yeah, and I like having an alliance member that I can trust, that they know what they're gonna do, and then we can both have different ideas and bounce things off of each other. That's kind of like why I want to work with you, because I can sit here and I know you have a game mindset to where I can sit here and like, hey, what's best for us, and we can bounce things off versus just like one of us having an idea and like, oh, let's fucking go with it.
You know, I feel like obviously the line's been drawn in the sand. I think that crew that I was just talking about is kind of on the other side of the house from us and that group, which that makes me feel like we have a majority, you know, working with us and we're all allied, you know. But, so I think at least for the next few rounds, like you and me and the people we're working with should be good.
Just keep playing.
I mean, do you have any connections with any of those people?
Those,
Logan, Ryan, Michaelin, or Grace?
Not really.
I've got nothing.
I talked to Grace about the last vote.
Yeah, like I've talked to
it.
them,
Like,
but
I haven't talked to Ryan much at all. Not since really early in the day. And Michaelin's just Michaelin. I don't know how else to describe
I'd like to
her.
get that crew out. Not so much Grace. I don't think she's as bad, but and honestly, mostly Ryan and Michael.
That's fair.
I'm not as threatened by Logan, but I think he is in their camp for sure.
Yeah, I think Logan just likes the chaos of it all.
Yeah.
So, but no, I get what you're saying. Cool.
Okay.
Mitch, look, I want to trust you. That was a big show I just put on for you. I know you've been ratted out. Hate to break it to you. Jess and Laura ratted you out. I know you voted to keep Josh because I know you wanted that power. I see your purple star. You don't have to show me. I know it's there. So you know what? I do want to work with Mac. Don't really want to work with you though. So, but I know you'll go back to Mac and tell her that, hey, Brody said he wants to work with you. You don't have to put him up right now. So, I gotta use what I know to my advantage. I have nothing against you. I'm not coming after you right now. But you're not in my long-term plans because you do shit like this. I was giving you every opportunity to tell me to my face the truth. And you started turning towards the end. You wanted to tell me the truth, but it was too late. You dug in, and you had to lie. And so keep lying. We'll see how that turns out for you.
I don't know.
Mitch, I talked to Mitch just now. He doesn't trust Ryan, Michael, Logan, or Grace that much. Those are the 4 names he threw out. He said not as much Grace. He said it's nothing against her, but
Yeah, I haven't talked. Michael is like, I have not talked to her. I have not talked to Grace. I have not talked to Ryan.
I haven't talked to Ryan at all.
And
I've talked to Michael a little, Grace a little.
Yeah.
But
And I haven't really talked to Logan about games.
Mm-hmm.
He seems like he's very like when I talk to him every time.
don't get it twisted. Logan's smart. He watches Big Brother.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. And I believe it. I don't know. I'm just confused.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing, but it is very chaotic.
So Josh came in and made a very big, like, resounding argument, like, huge speech. And, like, I was like, okay. And then he was like, I'll align with you. And I was like, okay. And then I'm gonna wait on Mac. And I told him, I was like, okay, I'll be with you if you, like, keep this, and if Mac gives me a reason to go against her. And he, like, I didn't talk to you yet, and I told that to a couple people, and it started spreading that I wanted to keep Josh. And I was like, okay, wait, no. Because I also heard right after that he was targeting me. He was saying my name the whole entire time. He was saying my name before the nomination ceremony. He was bashing it. So I was like, no, I want Mac to stay. And, like, I never really, like, I never wanted you to go. I told you that. It wasn't my vote, but it was, like, the majority of the house, like, they just didn't talk to you. So I'm glad, like, the house got to talk to you to your HOH. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Do you have a name for someone who was very much gunning for him to stay?
Yes. I think.
Do you mind giving it to me?
Michael. From what I had to pick up pieces from everyone.
Okay.
And like that's the resounding name I've heard. I trust you with that because, like, I feel like I should entrust something to you because I put you up, and I do apologize for putting you up.
Yeah.
But, like, just know that it wasn't from a personal like gameplay perspective. It was from
Okay.
But I'm glad people got to talk to you. So now you got a foothold in the game. I'm happy that you get a chance to change how you are in this hierarchy. So awesome.
All right. Cool.
Thanks.
I don't think you voted to keep Josh.
I didn't. I voted him out.
Okay.
100%. Let's roll the tapes. I said, and I quote, I vote out Josh and his filibustering mouth was my exact quote, so.
I tried to keep your crazy ass, but I voted you out.
Yeah, I promise.
Okay, cool. Mitch thinks that it was you. Let me know which worries me, because we think that him and Mac are tight.
Well, I think there's a chance of that. I don't have any real evidence for it.
I would suspect. Okay, so it's definitely not Dylan. I was like, because I heard that from
Can y'all get closer? Sorry.
It's definitely not Dylan. I went to go, like, try to fish for that, and I was like, okay, it's definitely not Dylan. Mitch thinks that it was Michaelin.
Okay.
But I don't think it was
I
Michaelin.
don't
She
think
told
it
me
was
straight to my face.
I don't think it was either, but also I know that she has a good poker face, and I also know that multiple people have come in here and mentioned her name.
Why? I'm wondering if Mitch is the reason that they would say that, though, because I haven't heard her name from anybody else except Mitch. So I don't know if just Mitch got it out for her, but, like, I don't know. But it's definitely not Dylan, so I want to clear Dylan's
do you think the
name.
house would vote for Michaelin if I put her up there with somebody else who I think tried to get me out?
I don't think so.
I don't think the house would vote for Michaelin.
I don't think so. So I guess if you could, I mean, I don't know. She would be a pawn, basically.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I don't think she, I mean, I wouldn't want to vote for her.
Yeah.
Just because I think we have a good little connection going.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Which is, but part of that is because I think she didn't vote for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, there's that.
Okay.
That's why I have that connection.
Yeah.
But not Dylan. I'm clearing Dylan's name.
And that's what I wanted to say to you is, because I heard through the grapevine that you were questioning my loyalty on who I sent home. And I would just like to give you my direct quote on when I voted Josh out. And I said, Josh, I'm voting you and your filibustering mouth out of here. That's my direct quote. So, if you're questioning my loyalty, just know.
No, it wasn't even loyalty. What happened was, people were trying to figure out who would have met. And I said, I don't know, but we had that conversation in there, and I said, I know these people were on the fence. And I got a chance to talk to Logan and Ryan and Grace, and I just haven't gotten a chance to talk to you yet. So I apologize if they came across.
Well, yeah, I just don't want people being like, well, damn, Michael, you're one of the two.
No, but I've been clear with people. I was like, hey, look, I haven't spoken to her about it yet. I just know that at one point this group was on the fence.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we were.
Yeah. Cool, thanks. Cool.
Sweet, break, go to
I think we gotta get.
The power thing with Jessica, like, you really need to understand that I am not working with her or.
No. Like, and I don't necessarily think that. What I'm worried about is that it sounds like she has a group.
No, it's a really small group. It's Mitch. We were having a conversation about whether we should be like Josh or whoever. So that was the only connection.
Okay.
Christian came and told me that y'all were like always suspicious about the thing with me.
Not you so much. It's they came to you. That's what got me.
I kind of just walked into it and they were like, hey Laura, we were thinking that you and Jessica could sit out the competition and get the power. And I was like,
I guess. And so when you told me, all you told me was they. And so I'm thinking it's a big.
Oh no. Jessica, Mitch, Mac.
Okay, well, I feel silly because I just literally told Mac, well, they came to Laura. Like, I don't think, well, she's laughing because it was her.
Grace makes me a little worried. Michael now makes me worried. Not James. Not Christian. Not Logan. Brody was the first guy that came in here, right? Okay. These are the two that I know the least about. She does make me a little bit nervous because she's hard to read.
She's so hard to read.
But I also know that she is aligned with James.
Okay.
And I trust James.
Same.
Not gonna lie, I did campaign for Josh to stay, but when he was running around with his head cut off.
Okay. I have my two. So I am putting Jessica up because nobody for sure gave me reason that she voted to keep me here. And I think that she was the other person other than Mitch who voted me out. And then I'm also putting Grace up because at this point I'm not exactly sure where her loyalties lie. Even though I know that she voted to keep me here, I think she could become a threat later on.
Hello everyone, it is time for our second nomination ceremony. Mac, you won the position of head of household. So name your nominees.
I'm going to nominate Jessica and Grace.
Alright, so Jessica and Grace, you have been nominated for eviction. Have a seat on the nomination sheet.